Hello all and welcome to my Guild Wars 2 Path of Fire story series. My name is Villaovi and let's get started. So it has been a little bit long time since I did last episode, no worries, we will be back on track. Our next story step is the chapter 10, enemy of my enemy. So we need to go to the desolation and let's get our move on. So let me just there we go, and desolation and bone strand waypoint will be the first where you continue your story. Okay, so let's see. I'm just going to check one thing before continuing on. Yep, everything is good. Okay, so I need to find the ancient Kicho, and there he is.
Commander, how are you alive? Balthazar killed you. I watched from the shadows as you fell. We knew Balthazar was having you watched, but he struck before we could send a warning. What happened after you died?
In time, I'll tell you. Where I came to be. What I saw. How I escaped. Everything that happened since my death. But first, you must help me.
In exchange for that knowledge, absolutely. Anything the Order can do, name it.
I want to use Joko's army to stop Balthazar.
Commander, the Order of Shadows is powerful, accomplished, capable of near miracles. But we can't deliver an army of Awakened to you. No one, save Joko himself, can do that.
Archon Iberu could.
The Archon? I suppose Joko's marshals might follow the orders of the Archon, if those orders came from the king himself.
I have it on the best authority that they would.
But the Order has no sway with Archon Iberu. The last time we caught Joko's attention, he killed 30 of our agents.
I'll take care of Iberu. I just need to know where to find him and Joko's marshals.
I suppose Grand Vizier Uramishi in the Bone Palace to the south would know where the marshals are. As for the Archon, the fastest and safest way to engage him would be to lure him here. But he usually considers the area south of the wall unworthy of his attention.
If he thought the Sun Spears were rebelling down here, he'd have to come running to end the threat, right?
There aren't enough Sun Spears left to stage an uprising.
Only takes one, and they don't have to be a Sun Spear. A few attacks on Awakened camps, some conspicuously placed Sun Spear banners. That would look like a Sun Spear declaration of war no matter who was responsible.
It's risky. Very risky. Be careful, Commander. Your next death could be your last.
Alright, so we need to do some things and spread some Sunspear propaganda. So let's put some Sunspear propaganda portraits and that kind of thing on the top of the buildings, and we will be
Here's a perfect spot to start
fine to go. So we will just jump between the buildings. Like so. This is pretty fast. Fast to do.
Okay, Baron. I dare you to come take this down.
And if you are fast enough, you can avoid the combat at certain point. Of course, there will be cases where you need to fight, but it just makes the story goes a little bit faster. Anyway, this story will be a little bit longer compared to other ones anyway. And also it will be the lost train of thought. Yeah, it will be on in steps. Let me get my tools. Just also, I can do some gathering while I'm continuing my next step. So now I need to raid awakened camps and put some Sunspear banners up. And there's the first one, so we will just continue through this pathway until we reach the point, and those are the places where we need to fight. At least some point, somewhat. Shouldn't be too bad. Scourge is pretty powerful and can protect itself with barrier and such. A little bit epidemic and everything is fine. There we go, and that will be the final guy, and he's dead. Now we can just capture the camp and spread propaganda, and then we can take this celebratory orichalcum ore. Next, we will just continue moving through this pathway. You can either use the lower road, which is a little bit easier, you don't need to jump between the things, or you can go this upper path, but with Raptor it's very easy to go through. And looks like there is daily for Desolation Bounty today. We might pick up that later, and most likely we will do that also. So let's just go through the next objective. And I think it was, yep, through here. Some wood on the way as well. And we have reached the camp, and looks like this is already clear. Someone has killed the mobs, so good for us. And the last one is next to the Scourge waypoint. Well, Scourge waypoint to be exact. And there we go, and there is some mobs here. Let's help this. Looks like it's Reaper. Also good class. Let's.
I could outrun a centaur.
There we go. Nice, and that's done. Looks like also minion necromancer.
The camps are down.
Nice build that is, if you like minions.
Now to the Bone Palace to wait.
All right, the first part of this is done. Swollen Hydrocut. Ew. There we go. And it will continue that intercept the Archon Iberu at the outskirts of the Bone Palace, which will be there. Luckily I have the waypoint open, so I will jump there. Normally if you are first time in this map, you need to run through the map. Like, let's see, we were here, so, well, as you can see, there is a pretty clear road through this area, ending up to here, and of course it's best to take this waypoint. Let's see. Oh yeah, we got one more piece for this collection. Raise the banner, salute the Palava Joko, which will reward you these dreaded banners of King Palava Joko first. We need a couple of more steps, but that means that we need to conclude the story.
Mine, all mine.
Some more extra loot. I will move these down here so they will stack there. I don't want to destroy them. Okay, let's continue for the intercept the Archon Ibero at the outskirts. Enemy of my enemy.
Commander, your Sun Spear ruse seems to have succeeded. The Awakened are on high alert, and earlier the Order spotted Iberu en route here to the palace.
So, we find the Archon, take him out, then use Kaz's imposter trick to take his place, right?
It's not a trick. Mesmers don't do tricks. We utilize illusion.
Yeah. You guys are worse than elementalists.
Alright. Let's move. We can skip these guys and just... And there's the Ibero.
Take the Archon out, quickly!
Awaken to me!
They'll have to hit much harder. I feel good.
Awaken to my side! These soldiers are useless! I'll just take you out myself.
Now that the real Ibero's out of the picture, it's time
Much
to bring the
easier to with the skirts the story than with my
I'm not looking forward to looking like an Awakened.
Herald.
Go on, mesmerize.
Just means of survivability.
Okay, one Archon and his entourage coming up. There.
So, how do I look?
Like something that's been dead and buried for a year, then dug up and dragged back to life. How about me?
Same.
Oh, they are
Let's
so
just hope
beautiful
this
looking
moves the Vizier.
people. Alright. Then we can continue towards the Bone Palace to make a ruse.
Well, I can see why they call this the Bone Palace.
Are those centaur bones?
I guess Joko hates to see any dead body go to waste.
They'll have to hit much harder.
Archon! Oh no, I attacked Archon Iberu. It was an accident. Please forgive me, Archon.
Your last mistake.
Does your arrival mean the Sunspear uprising has been crushed?
Like it never existed. I'm here to deliver plans for King Joko's next great victory to Grand Vizier Urumishi.
Of course, Archon. The Grand Vizier is inside, conferring with War Marshal Ikolo.
Please don't tell Urumishi I attacked an Archon. Please.
Alright, let's move on.
We'll return when ready to rather be on front line.
Nonsense, War Marshal. Of course, King
Grand Vizier Urumishi.
Archon Iberu, welcome.
I trust you've come to quell this unrelenting Sunspear insurgency.
I bring orders from King Joko, who commands that we turn our might against the true threat, the fallen god Balthazar. He has tasked me with leading his army against the disgraced deity. I trust that you will make the necessary arrangements.
I'm honored, Archon, but also confused. I didn't realize Joko had returned. And you know that in his wisdom, Joko has only given me authority over civil matters, not military.
Perhaps I misspoke.
That's quite unlike you, Archon. You're usually so precise.
Or perhaps you misheard me.
You must forgive Uramishi, Archon. He can't possibly understand how little attention heroes of battle, such as you and I, pay to the job descriptions of civil servants.
I should hope the Vizier was not questioning the direct orders of his all-seeing king.
Oh, no. I would never question the will of the most munificent Joko.
Unlike my dear acquaintance, I pledge to you the unquestioned fealty of myself and my worm core. I trust Marshals Ogun and Aranko will do the same.
And how might I contact the other marshals?
You'll find Troop Marshal Ogun at his camp southeast of Beijing. He's currently training new recruits there.
And Beast Marshal Aranko is drilling the kingdom's cavalry from atop a plateau near the necropolis.
King Joko will be told of your assistance, Worm Marshal. And Vizier, I promise your name will come up as well.
Alright. Now we need to just leave and discuss the next step with our team.
Thank you for not mentioning my earlier assault to the Grand Vizier.
Yeah. Be glad.
Well played, Commander. You have a real talent for navigating the world of bureaucratic kiss-assery.
Kiss-assery.
Now all we have to do is dupe the other two marshals into joining the cause.
I nearly slipped up with the Vizier. We should split up and see what we can learn about the other two beforehand to avoid mistakes.
Can we at least lose these disguises for now? The buzzard stares are making me nervous.
There. Better.
Much. But I think the stench is still clinging to my fur.
I believe that was there before.
We'll meet up near Beijing and compare notes on the troop marshal. Good
Lovely. Alright. We can leave the instance and we are back to Desolation. So, as you can see, it's we need to meet our guildmates, troop marshals encampments in Beijing, which is on the domain of Wapi. Here. So, let's see. You can see the green marker there, so we need to just start moving towards it, and we will be fine. There we go. On our way. Oh yeah, by the way, while we are running, you can see that I have a couple of extra skills with my mount. Those are actually you get from when you have done the masteries on the Living Season 4. Alright, we are at the domain of Wapi, and we can move forward towards the Beijing, so it's there next to the Mount Foundry. And there's of course that contact point for timing. Let's see, I want to check that. I'm not sure if I have done it. Let's see, timey. Always time for timey. 8 out of 12. Okay, so let's do that. Just in case. Well, that was perfect jump. There we go.
Timey, this is the commander.
This is Timey using my official broadcast voice. Impressive, eh? So, first off, you're currently alive, right? I only ask because your vital status has been so fluid lately.
Still breathing. Though if you were here, you'd be asking about Ritlock and Canuck.
That's intriguing. And a little frightening. Care to elaborate?
We're impersonating Joko's soldiers. Kaz cast an illusion so they look like the local undead.
They must hate that. They're also pretty. Except Canuck. How'd you manage to keep your warm-blooded good looks?
The officer I'm impersonating was alive and well. Until I killed him. Nobody knows he's gone yet. We're mustering Joko's army to fight Balthazar's. It's our best shot at getting Aurene back.
Before Balthazar uses her against Krakatorik and ruin everything. Well, don't let me delay you. Go after her.
Okay. Let's check just one more time. Yeah, I have done this before, so it's hard to know for sure which contact points I have used, because there are just numbers that, okay, you have done it that many times, and that's about it. Luckily, I think that it could be done like that. You just start with every story step and go to those places and contact Timey, and you will be done with it. Not 100% sure though. That we will see. Alright, here will be the next story step. So, seek aid of Troop Marshal Olori Ogun. And for the story part, let's take care of this Joya. There we go. So the next story part, so we are at the Battlefire Act 3. There are few achievements on here which I'm also missing. The Explosive Expert. And as you can see, take out 10 forged with single mummy palm. And if I'm... Yeah, that previous encounter with the Archon Iperu, there was if you kill him fast enough and take those ads fast enough, you get this achievement. And of course here, if you kill the Archon Iperu under 2 minutes, you get this achievement. This should be pretty easy. Yeah, if you have a lot of AoE or cleave damage. And yeah, this is for the next step as well. So the Master of Mummies, which I've gotten previously, and this one as well. Pretty easy to do. So basically, what you need to do in that, you just go to the place and get all the mummies when you are running there. And of course, this Master of Mummies is that There's two ways to complete this mission. Either you just use the mummies or you use your own skills, and well, as you can see, close the portal without ever switching to your personal skills. So that's about it. So you cannot use your own skills, just the mummy skills. And let's see, was there anything else? That's for the next step after this one. Yeah. So basically these three, so Explosive Expert, Master of Mummies, and Mummy Legion will be on this next storage step. But that will be on the next episode. And if you like this video, please leave a thumbs up, and as always, I will gladly take any comments about my series, and if you would like to subscribe to my channel, you will see the subscribe icon on the screen somewhere. And I will see you on the next episode, and we will continue this chapter 10. Until then, bye!